Hi everybody, today I am going to show you how to make James's favorite meal. Right, James? He's my videographer
Yeah.
today. Well, I have to make this every time he's home at least once. So it's really easy. It's, how should I describe it? To some of my friends, I've called it the poor man's chopped meat dinner, or it's like a picadillo. It's definitely Spanish style, but this is a staple of products, oh, not the mustard, that I tell my kids they need in order to make Spanish beans, red rice, stews, chicken stews, all sorts of things. So anyway, so let's start. I have this is about 1.5 pounds of meat, so it's gonna feed like 4 of us, and this will be great with pasta, with rice of course. It'll be great in tortillas. Sometimes I prep it ahead of time, put it in a bowl, and when I come home from dinner, it's a real easy, it cooks real quick, okay? So the first thing I do, of course, a little oil. I have olive oil here. You can come close so you can see. I put a little bit like that, okay? And I don't do a lot of measuring, I'm sorry. So it's kind of hard for me to let you know exactly how much. So for about 1.5 pounds of meat, I have my onion pre-cooked. I'll probably do about 2 heaping tablespoons. I might throw in a little more of that. Now this is like liquid gold. My mom makes this. This is sofrito, which this is my last little bit. And basically all it is, she makes a bunch of it and we just freeze in a little containers. Look, her little empty butter container. So it's just cilantro, it could be parsley, sweet red peppers, green peppers, onions, garlic, you know, maybe a little olive oil, and basically just chopped up, and you freeze it. And this is what we use in all our stews and meats and all that stuff. So I would put, for this, about heaping tablespoon of sofrito. I'm gonna put, I'd say 2, 3, 4, because it's gonna be saucy. 4 tablespoons of tomato sauce, regular tomato sauce. If you have diced, anything would do. I just like to kind of throw an extra, well, in this case like 2, not too much. It just gives it a little sweetness. If you don't have it, no big deal. Then you want Spanish olives. So I know my husband and my kids don't like it. They don't care for olives, but I like putting some in there. The more ingredients you put in your recipe, the better it's gonna taste. I'll probably put good 2 teaspoons of salt. Adobo, we used this the other day, just a little sprinkle. And again, you can put this in a bowl ahead of time and mix everything up. Garlic, I happen to have this, or if you have garlic powder, that's fine. Just a couple little squirts of that. Definitely some paprika. A little of that. About 4 good shakes. Cumin, not my favorite spice. I think it's out of habit. I put it in there, not a ton. Pepper. A little bit of that. There's the salt. I have chopped cilantro already. If you don't have fresh, you can use dry. If you don't have cilantro, use oregano. If you don't have oregano, use parsley. So anything you have. So I'd say that would be about 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Did I use everything? I think so. Did I use my onion? What? Oh, my sazon, yes. Okay, if you have this, great. If not, no big deal. This is like an adobo. I buy the one with, it says achote. When you're making your red rice, you want the one that's with the saffron, because it makes it red. I just put a little bit of that. You don't want to use too much. It's very, very salty. Okay, so we're all set with that. Add a little water. Actually a good amount. And then at this point, we can put our meat in. Let me get a spoon, James. All right, so just mix it all in there. And of course, if you do it ahead of time, you know, you can marinate it or not. It still comes out really good. And you just let this cook, cover it so all the juices go in there, which I'm gonna do. It doesn't take super long to cook. Like this is a lot of meat. So I'm gonna definitely add a little more water. You see? So about that much. Lower the flame. You don't want to cook it right away. It's better to mix it and make sure the meat is kind of in small pieces. And we'll cover it. I'll continue this video in a few minutes so you can see what it looks like.